So what's the deal with posture? I think posture relates to everything. Honestly, everything. Um, I learned about posture because I've had poor posture. I still don't have great posture. So I can feel the effects almost daily of poor posture. It's crazy how the little things we do every single day, I mean the tiny, tiny little things we do every day add up over a period of time. They add up. Me sitting here and leaning in towards you, rounding my shoulders forward, bringing my head a little bit closer, all those things, whether it's you're 40 years old and your eyesight's going and all of a sudden you start jerking your head forward like you're a turtle coming out of its shell. You don't need to do that. You either put on a pair of glasses and you sit back. So things like that add up, and then you start thinking, why is my neck hurt? And you know why your neck hurts, but you can't seem to sort of fix it. I was reading about posture just because I'm interested and I want to know what other people are saying as well. And I was reading this article about a massage therapist, and I'm sure she's a great massage therapist, and she was trying to get rid of the theory that posture is responsible for so much of our pain. Totally opposite of what I think, and I wanted to hear her side of things because you know what? I might be wrong. I'm at that age where I found out in life many times I'm wrong. I'm wrong a lot, and I'm not afraid to say it. But tell me why you think that posture doesn't create problems in our lives. And her response was, well, posture isn't the answer. The answer is the fact that you might have tight muscles. And those tight muscles need to be stretched, or they might be weak. Well, what caused those muscles to be tight or weak? And what caused them to not work the way they're supposed to? I say the reason why your muscles aren't working the way they're supposed to is because our muscles are meant to be in a certain place to be able to contract at its optimal level, not when they're off kilter, not when your head's forward, but when your head's back, when every single cell in your body is where it's supposed to be. If you take something that's supposed to be straight and you make it crooked, it can't generate the same force. If it's supposed to be in alignment like this, that's the way you want to put something up here and balance it up there. If it's straight, it's going to stay up there. These muscles here hardly have to work because the bones are one on top of each other. So all you have to do is keep that up there, put the ball, spin the ball on, and it's fine. Now, the minute you take this finger and bend it, even the slightest little bit, these muscles have to work so much harder. They're only little muscles. What about the big muscles in your body when your spine is supposed to be upright? It's supposed to be in its position. It's like this massive 3D jigsaw puzzle. It's supposed to fit just perfectly together. And when it doesn't fit perfectly together, the muscles where they're attached are all of a sudden, instead of going straight one way, they have to go around a little curve. They're not working the way they're supposed to. We do that every single day. Every moment of our day when we're not thinking about it, we put our muscles at a disadvantage. When you put it at a disadvantage, it's not going to work to its best level. You're going to incur injury. You're going to incur pain. And you know what? Not only that, you won't have your optimal level. So if you're an athlete and you start running and you're running with your hips all flexed, because, I'm going to tell you why, because your glutes aren't working, they're not on fire, they're not pulling those hip flexors up straight, they're allowing the hip flexors to cave into gravity. If you don't have that balance on the back side, you're going to start having pain. You might have pain down your leg, you might have pain in your hip, you might have pain in your back, but It's because you're using that muscle. And athletes were overusing those muscles in the wrong capacity. So that's why I think posture creates such havoc on the body when we don't sit up straight, when we don't stand up straight. We don't utilize the body the way it's supposed to be used. So hear me out on this. Posture seems like it's a boring subject. Let's like sit up straight. Don't do this, don't do that. Don't put your elbows on the table. When I was a kid, my parents had this saying, Mabel, strong and able. Don't keep your elbows off the table. That's what it was. Mabel, strong and able. Keep your elbows off the table. Did they care that our elbows were on the table? Maybe, probably not. But when you keep your elbows off the table, you are left with only your muscles to keep your spine up straight. When you don't, here we go, let's go a little table here. When you're like this, your elbows are on the table and you're just hanging forward. Your back is stretched. Your front is contracted, so it gets really tight. These muscles get tight, hip flexors get tight, everything gets tight in here, and we wind up just slumping like this. Not a good position. I mean, we're into respiratory issues, we're into decreased blood flow. You don't have blood flow to your brain, you don't have blood flow to the rest of parts of your body, you start thinking unclearly, you start getting depressed. I mean, it has a cycle that you don't even think about. It's like this horrible cycle that you don't realize can be mitigated just by putting everything where it's supposed to be, taking a nice deep breath, allowing your ribs to expand. There's a whole host of things that can happen when we don't utilize the body the way it's supposed to be utilized. So this is where I'm starting with posture. I'm going to start by letting you know the importance of it, and then we're going to start to work to change our postural habits and see how much better you feel. Think clearly. Get rid of depression. Get rid of anxiety. Be stronger. Feel like gravity isn't pounding your head, boom, 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 and bringing you down. And your muscles are strong enough, little by little, utilize them every day, every single day. Bring those muscles up to where they're supposed to be. Put your body where it's supposed to be. You'll feel better about yourself. You'll feel thinner. You'll look better. You will be able to get up out of the chair without using your arms. Simple things like that. All from posture. All from little things. Change those little things that drag you down every day and make you worse to those little things that build you up, and over a period of time just add one little thing, and then all of a sudden you're standing up straight, and then you become that older person that people go, I wish I was like that. You can be. Just takes a little effort. Not even a lot, just a little effort every day. So follow me and we'll get it done together. Okay? Thanks.